smell like a bitch. You're so smart, hide your heart to gain some peace of mind. You're so right in your eyes to press your point. I won't let myself become just like you. Pointing fingers, it's all you ever do. This time, this one's for you. This one's for you. The perfect way. You no longer exist. You're no longer in my
Welcome to AfterMat, your source for WWE PLE recaps. I'm your host, the Secret Boss Cal, and back alongside me, as always, I have my tag team partner, the Glamazon Delisha. What's going on, Delisha?
Life is lifing for sure, but thankfully we have wrestling to take the pain away.
Yeah, I know, right? I've been hammered pretty hard. Like I feel like I was like Solo Sikoa in that one Survivor Series match where like everyone just hit him with their finisher at the end and then just like pinned him. That's how I kind of feel, but I haven't got pinned yet, so let's see what happens. I hope I can kick out of this and go strong. But we missed you at the last one because I know it was the Royal Rumble and the Saudi event and all that. So hopefully we won't have another Saudi event for a while. But I'm pretty sure we have like a crown jewel and stuff, but we don't usually cover that stuff. But I mean like a official PLE Saudi. But one day it might be WrestleMania. Who knows? That's the way it looked like it's going. But tonight we'll be talking about Elimination Chamber. We only had 4 matches, but going in, what do you think, Delisha, the card and all that?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be pretty good, just giving all the participants involved. Yeah, I mean 2 championship matches and then the chamber match itself. I think was a nice, solid. I wouldn't say in and out because I think it was like 2.5 hours or something like that. Still, but it was a nice breather before we get to more lengthy, the lengthiest of them all, coming up soon. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's gonna be like back to back. You know, obviously at WrestleMania, then we have our, it was a 2-night event, and I'm sure Will be joining us for that as well as for the Aftermath Season 9 award show. Season 9 will be completed by like the end of April, right? So that's gonna be kind of crazy. But with that said, we're gonna go into the first match. As for me, I felt like, you know, I'm always excited for Elimination Chamber. I thought it'd be quite predictable about who won this year, but you know, going in, maybe Triple H has been reading those Twitters and message boards, and he said, "Well, everyone's saying that these people are going to win, so most likely they're going to win." And then Triple H sees it and might have changed it last minute and stuff like that. But he's not really going with the fans want to see either, though. So it's like a kind of compromise between who the fans thought would win because the way Triple H has been booking to what Triple H changing it to something not what the fans want, but or maybe some want. We'll see. But going to the first match, it was the Women's Elimination Chamber match. The way the Elimination Chamber works is that 6 people start out. I'm going to say for general, the men and women, 6 people start out in the cage. Well, 6 people are in the match, involved in the match. 4 people enter first and each enter their own individual pod. And then the last 2 people come out are the ones who start the match. After a certain amount of time, which is about like 5 minutes, a new competitor enters the ring. And then after that, like every 2 minutes or so, or 4 minutes. They didn't say the exact timing. When I noticed that when they said the rules, they didn't say the exact timing because they just wanted to like see how the match is flowing and let people come in and out of the pods. But after a certain amount of time, one competitor is released from their pod, his or her pod, and you can score pinfalls or submissions anytime during this entire match. The match will end after there's only one person left after everyone's removed from their pods, and the last person standing is the winner of the chamber. And the winner of this match for the females gets a shot at Jade Cargill against Jade Cargill for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. The competitors are as follows: Kiana James, Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton. So the match starts out with Tiffany and Kiana James starting it, and both are very, very like athletic. I think they're both cheerleaders or former cheerleaders. I mean, I guess they're still cheerleaders. I don't know how you
Or
look at it.
gymnasts.
Gymnasts. Sorry, that's what I'm saying. Gymnasts. You're right. Gymnasts. Thank you. They're both gymnasts. So, yeah. So it was very athletic and entertaining to see. I'm really becoming a fan of Kiana James. I feel like she's really stepping into her stride because she's been putting in some like good matches lately, and just I don't know, like she to get into the actual chamber, she had to like what do you call it upset Charlotte Flair, right? So that was pretty big that she upset Charlotte Flair. But it was a good back and forth for a while, and then I think the next person who came into the match was Asuka. Asuka used her strong style, obviously, against Kiana and Tiffany, who are both kind of tired out from their excessive like going back and forth and high flying style, kind of like fast paced style. Asuka slowed it down a little bit, but didn't slow it down to the point where like it was a draw. It was like kind of like what do you call it? Boring. She did use a lot of strong style and stuff like that until I think the fan favorite came in, which was Alexa Bliss. She came in and started cleaning the house. Like that's what we normally see. Once the next person comes in, they're fresh. And they start cleaning house, and she pretty much took everyone out and hit some of her cool moves as well. I think she had like a tornado DDT or something like that. Eventually, that was also cool. After that, Rhea Ripley entered the fray, and she then was the one who cleaned house by giving a lot of headbutts and stuff like that. And she also catapulted, I think, Kiana into the chamber. Or was it Kiana? I think. No, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton was put into the chamber, catapulted into the chamber. That's when Rhea Ripley came in, started cleaning house with headbutts and stuff. And then she tried to hit Alexa Bliss with a riptide, but they kept countering each other's moves. Alexa went for like a Sister Abigail, and then Rhea Ripley countered into another riptide, but Alexa got out of that and went outside the ring. Eventually, all the competitors went to the outside of the ring, and Alexa went to the top of the cage, did a twisted bliss off the top, and landed on all other competitors, all four of the competitors. She went to go pin, I think, Kiana James after that twisted bliss, but Asuka shot her in the face with mist, and Kiana rolled her up, and Alexa Bliss was the first woman eliminated from the match, much to my chagrin and much to a lot of people's chagrin, because I think she was the one that people wanted to see win the match. After that, Raquel came into the ring, and since everyone was already tired, she just started decimating everybody, including Rhea Ripley. I thought that was like a good back and forth, but she actually kind of had the upper hand on Rhea Ripley. She did not have any other Judgment Day help in the match. I think what they're trying to do is trying to push Raquel Rodriguez as that like big woman wrestler, kind of like a Kevin Nash. I don't know, she's going by like Big Mommy or whatever she's called. Big Mommy Cool, because she's being trained by Kevin Nash as well. So they're really trying to push her to be like as dominant as she was in NXT. I know you were really fond of her in NXT. But yeah, so her putting like Rhea Ripley through the work is really showing a good push for her. But she threw Tiffany into the cage. She threw Rhea Ripley around, and probably the next big moment was when Raquel Rodriguez hit a running power slam through the chamber pot on Kiana James, and then picked up Asuka and did the Tahana Bomb of Asuka onto Kiana James, and ended up pitting them both at the same time, thus eliminating Kiana James and Asuka, leaving three females left, which was Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, and Tiffany Stratton. Then, because they saw how dominant Raquel has been, Tiffany and Rhea started teaming up against Raquel to the point where they hit an avalanche cannonball into a prettiest moonsault ever. Got Tiffany Stratton onto Raquel Rodriguez, and pinned her 1, 2, 3. Thus left the two big names left, Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley going 1-on-1. They kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to pretty much a stalemate until at the end when I think Tiffany went for a prettiest moonsault ever or something, but Rhea Ripley was able to put her into a riptide and knock her out and get the pin for a 1, 2, 3. And now you'll see Rhea Ripley face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. What'd you think, Alicia?
Yeah, I thought the match was pretty solid. I think this was kind of like Raquel's. I don't want to say like coming out party because she's been like consistent for the last couple of months, but I feel like this one, even in the loss, kind of solidified her as being a contender in the singles as a singles competitor on the main roster. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people just more associate her with like teaming with Liv or Roxanne in the Judgment Day, but she is starting to prove that she can be that singles competitor, which eventually will help her out when the Judgment Day implodes at some point. But most importantly, these last couple of weeks, she's been showing personality, which has always kind of been my like not dig at her, but like that's kind of been like the con I had of not being 100% on board, because like she has the in-ring ability and skills to be that powerhouse, but a lot of times, especially when she was being booked as a face, did not have that personality to boot. But now she seems to be coming into her own or giving some better direction on what to do. And literally as soon as Rhea and Nia lost the titles on Friday, I was like, oh yeah, Rhea's winning. I mean, I guess I understand why, if Bianca's not cleared yet to come back and finish off that storyline with Jade. Rhea is one of the hottest, if not the hottest, talent, men or women's side, on the roster. I guess not even on in WWE. I should say, almost in wrestling, she's almost like at that Becky status when Becky like turned a second gear into her character. Back, what was that, 2019, to where she was more sought out than anyone else on the payroll, so to speak. I mean, I'm okay with it since I had a feeling it was already gonna happen. I mean, I was kind of fine having Rhea not being in the singles title picture for a little bit, but like I said, if we're not gonna have Jade, and I mean, if rumors are to be true, they're not really selling tickets like they thought they would, so they need to put in a bit more star power. And like I said, who's greater than Mommy right now? Not many people. So I understand the business decision to go with Rhea. So, and I'm pretty sure the match will be fine, and hopefully they can have some good lead up for the next couple of weeks, because it's April, right, for
Mhm.
Mania. So they
Yeah,
have like a
the middle
solid
of
month.
April. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so like a month and a half to really set this in motion and do something. So hopefully we are excited for the match when it happens. But I will say also Raquel's I guess we'll just call it a spear into the pod on, was that Tiffany or Kiana?
Uh, Kiana.
It looked really good. Like it was probably one of the more like up there, like brutal um spears into the pods that we see, because every year someone goes through one of those things. So but it looked good.
Yeah, and I think also to mention about Rhea is that she is the highest rated she's the highest rated active superstar in this year's WWTK. I think she's rated
Oh,
96, and she's the highest rated active superstar. Not
okay.
like a not like a legend, because legends are usually 99 or something like that. So she is the
Oh, okay.
highest rated
Since
active.
I don't have a console to play on, I don't really pay attention to those type of things.
I mean,
So I didn't.
yeah, I haven't bought one in a long time. I bought a WWE game in a long time. I know sometimes they're free here and there, and so that's when I pick them up. But I haven't bought one in a long time. But I saw that on Twitter that she is the highest active men or woman wrestler to be rated in WWE 2K.
And that's all aura, as the kids are saying these days. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying that her wrestling ability isn't warranted either, but it's just because she is, um, like I said, like Becky 2019, where she's just the hottest thing going right now. Um, it's that they. Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they put her on like a download of the future cover later down the line, because it's Triple H and Punk. who were like the covers on this year's.
Punk, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next match was for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship, featuring the WWE Intercontinental Women's Champion Becky Lynch against hometown, sort of home. He said, what do they call it? Her adopted hometown favorite,
Yeah.
AJ Lee, because she's actually from near me. Okay, so AJ Lee's from right near me.
Yeah, because I think they had to correct themselves because either in her last match or the last time her appearance, something like that, they said um she was from Chicago, and I was like, no, she's not. She's from Jersey. So I guess they had to make that clear here, like, oh, we mean adopted hometown because she
Yeah.
lives here now. But yeah, and despite AJ Lee not having many appearances since her return, she's still been a thorn in Becky's side from her first and second run as Intercontinental Champion. Thus, we had to come to this spear point of them facing off one on one. And I think, it was AJ who started off by trying to get some quick roll up pins, like I guess in a way to like try to either win, if not win the match, and just at least get Becky off her game for a little bit, which worked because it got Becky very frustrated that she kept trying to go for these quick roll up pins, and she had to keep being on the off defense to try to get out of them. But we also see AJ attack I forget which hand, but the hand of Becky, so that eventually, if she can get her into the Black Widow, it could help like get her to tap out. But of course, as wrestling story goes, Lynch would eventually get the upper hand again, wearing her down by doing more of the power moveset, where Lee would be more technical and fast paced, so to speak. Including like doing some suplexes into the corner and like getting her out on the outside, and excuse me, and sorry, I lost my place. Oh yes, so like doing like suplexes into the corner or like going out to the outside and um pushing her like to the turnbuckle and things like that. But in one of those instances, AJ did avoid getting sent back into the turnbuckle, and then tried to get her into, and then also getting out of a disarmer. I think it was around this point where, while the ref was distracted or some sort, Lynch had took a turnbuckle off the top rope, as heels are known to do, and and then the ref like kind of saw that it was missing. I think the ref tried to go fix it, but she like pushed AJ into the ref. You have to wait. Sorry, parenting. And then after that kerfuffle, AJ tried to get her into I think the first Black Widow attempt of the night. But Lynch was able to get out of it. And then at this point, Becky had brought like a chair into the ring. I thought I sneezed, but no. But brought a chair to a ring, but after like a scuffle between the two, didn't like physically use it. And I think it was Becky who then did a DDT from AJ onto the chair, which was missed by the ref. I don't recall what she was doing at the time. But I guess it is no to mention that the ref is Jessica Carr, who Becky is also, I guess, feuding with, like on Twitter at least, because she's calling her like the crooked ref, because Jessica is reffing a lot of matches that she's losing in, so she's feeding into that corruption angle that she's been doing on Twitter. If you don't follow Becky, go follow her. She's hilarious, especially after the show. It was at this point that I think Becky tried to put AJ into the turnbuckle again, but this time the ref stopped her, like saying, "Hey, like you're not gonna do that because I can see that the turnbuckle is off." And then AJ was able to counter it when Becky tried to go at her again, leaving Becky to go into the turnbuckle self-inflicted, so it doesn't count as a DQ. And at this point, AJ got her into the disarmer, and I don't know why, but it felt like fairly quickly. Becky tapped. But I guess you could say that AJ had been working that hand and arm throughout the whole match, and AJ is now your new women's intercontinental champion.
Yeah, but AJ, remember AJ leads moves called I think Black Widow.
Oh, sorry, what did I say? Disarmer.
Disarmer, yeah. But yeah,
both arm submissions. They were both trying to do
it didn't look as good. Trust me. Like she like locked in really well. It didn't look as good either time. I felt like this match was kind of like Cody versus Cena at WrestleMania and how it wasn't that good. I felt like the same way for this match. I feel like they're gonna fight again and have a better match. It was very sloppy. AJ's been out of the ring for a while, like you were saying, and stuff like that. But
this was her first singles match in
like over 10 years. Yeah.
Because before it was a tag match with CM Punk and then the War Games match. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand that. It just didn't do it for me this time. Like I felt it was very sloppy and such. But other than that, I enjoyed the match. Like I love AJ Lee. I like Becky, but I love AJ Lee. I miss having her around. I want to see if she'll have a sustained match or a sustained run, as the champion. But we'll see. She's definitely probably going to fight Becky again at WrestleMania with something on the line other than the belt, I feel. But yeah, it was a good match, and I really enjoyed it. Aside from the sloppiness. And then the next match was with featuring her husband for the World Heavyweight Championship, featuring the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk, Chicago's own CM Punk, whose shirt I'm wearing right now, and Finn Balor, who I also love. I do like Finn Balor. Sans the Judgment Day, right? So the Judgment Day did not walk out with Finn Balor, just to show that he still has the grit and merit and stuff like that of being who he is. And I did like this match. I thought it was very well done. It was a very back and forth match. Balor came out strong because he needed to. He just kept raining down blows on CM Punk, but CM Punk didn't take it. He kept coming back with hard hits, and whenever he came back with hard hits, the fans would boo because it's CM Punk's home. So fans would cheer, but whenever Finn Balor quelled that attack by CM Punk, the fans would boo because it's CM Punk's hometown, so they love him there. At one point, CM Punk got onto the top of the ropes, tried to garner some cheers from the fans. Balor knocked him off. Balor then started taking advantage after that. After knocking CM Punk off the top, he did a bunch of his moves, such as a sling blade, some drop kicks, some suplexes, and all that kind of stuff. It was just a really good wrestle match, and that's what we want to see because I think, as their times are coming to the end, they want to showcase their talents against each other because these are two really good wrestlers and fan favorites. So it was a really good match. And Finn Balor dominated a lot of it, with him being the younger competitor and stuff like that, the hungrier competitor, he dominated a lot of it. But the crowd kept getting CM Punk back into the match as every time Finn Balor got enough momentum, the crowd would start chanting CM Punk, as they always do wherever he is, not only just in Chicago, but wherever he is. And they just went off, and that would just give CM Punk a burst of energy that allowed him to come back for a little bit. Eventually, it got to the point where CM Punk tried to go for the GTS a few times, but Balor got out of it. Balor went for a coup de grace at one point, but CM Punk rolled out of the way and stuff like that. And I think at that point, Balor was just the more fresh guy because he's younger and stuff like that. So he was able and plus his stamina is obviously going to be better than Punk's. So he was able to come back over and over, and Punk was just kept taking the brunt of the damage until the fans got him back into the match. Eventually, Balor was able to hit Punk with a coup de grace, but Punk kicked out, much to the fans' happiness. And then Punk used that momentum to finally get Balor up into a GTS, hit the GTS, but Balor, like many other wrestlers, had rolled out of the ring after taking that GTS. So Punk had to go back up, go to the outside and drag him in, even though he didn't have to because he was champion and the belt doesn't change hands on a count out, or it wouldn't have mattered because he would have won the match anyway on a count out. So, but as a fighting champion and the face champion that he is, Punk went to the outside of the ring, tried to get Balor back into the match, but Balor used a surprise attack and hit a sling blade on CM Punk on the outside, and then did a shotgun drop kick through the barricade on Punk. Eventually, both of them were able to go back into the ring. Balor went for the coup de grace for a second time, but Punk countered it into a sharpshooter until Balor was able to crawl to the ropes and break up the hold. Eventually, Punk got one last burst of energy and was able to pull Balor onto a shoulders for a GTS and get the 1-2-3 pin and retain his championship. After which AJ Lee came out in an awkward moment and celebrated with him. I know it's not that awkward because they're both married and they're both champions now, but it just didn't seem necessary and that was kind of weird. But not to be outdone by the next awkward moment after this, which we'll get to in a second. Alicia, what'd you think?
Yeah, I thought the match was pretty good. Of course, it's Finn Balor. I don't think Balor can have a bad match. If you thought that he was winning this match, I'm so sorry if people thought that. Especially after Punk's entrance, if you then also still thought that Balor had a chance, again, I am so sorry. I don't know if they will ever give Balor that chance again. I mean, I think he's capable, especially, and the fan support is, as people have seen, is definitely still there. I don't know. It's it, once again, for probably most of his career, it's just not his time. But I did like the match. I don't know where Finn goes for it because basically all he does is lose. Besides the short stint with Attack of Champions a year or two ago, or however long it was. I don't know. He just really hasn't, but they really haven't given him like a lot to do, which I hope changes for him because I actually am really a big fan of Balor, especially when you see what the man has done throughout his career. You're just like, what's the issue here? Besides that, him being injured that one time he did win the championship, which I don't know. Maybe that was the curse that just kept following him. I don't know, but in any regards, of course now we have Punk and Roman officially, but still official for Mania, which should be good given all their history. I do look forward to that. They've done a good promo or two, one really good promo leading up to that. So I'm pretty sure we have one or two more to come if Roman decides to show up to work. But other than that, I'm excited for that match to happen at Mania just to see how it goes.
As am I. The next match, the final match of the evening, is the men's Elimination Chamber match, featuring Logan Paul, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Max Dupree. And where the winner of this match will get to face Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, sorry, for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania.
Did you want to not go over Danhausen?
The what? Oh yeah,
Danhausen?
sorry, I forgot that. Yeah, before this match happened, we had the person in the box that been leading up to the reveal ended up being Danhausen. Many people don't know who he is, but he's from AEW. He's like this gothy guy that wears vampire makeup, and he's a good friend of CM Punk's and Mick Foley's and stuff like that. So that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I thought it was interesting. An interesting debut. People online didn't seem to understand it or like it, but I think it's because a lot of them just didn't know who he was. I guess if they were going to debut him on a PLE, it's probably best to do it in Chicago or like a wrestling town like Chicago who would know who he was. Or, but yeah, if you're not familiar with him, he is a more comedic character that people just really like. I don't know what his presentation is going to be like in WWE. We shall see. As of now, he still has his name, so that helps in his favor. But we'll see.
Yeah, people are saying they should put him with R-Truth, which would be cool for them, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah, at the moment, it's just something kooky, fun, weird type of deal. So it'll be interesting to see what shenanigans he gets into. But for our men's match, we started out with Cody Rhodes and Javon Evans, not Javon Williams, as the announcer called him. Not all black people look alike, sir. I guess in our case, you can understand the mix-up because they're both black men with dreads and tall, whatever. Then them two were going back and forth until the aforementioned Trick Williams did enter the match, where for a little bit we had Javon and Trick, I guess you could say the newbies, beating up on the veteran or teaming up to battle the veteran to try to get him eliminated, but they were not successful in doing so. Um, but as they got to get, at least they got to get him sidelined for a bit while them two went at it. And then next into the in the match was Logan Paul, which anywhere he goes now, he got really big boos, which also once he got out prompted the meme, probably the meme of the night, of Javon Trick and Cody immediately just jumping him and trying to eliminate him right away, which I found hilarious. Uh, um, but then as he got signed, everything was back to like trying every man for himself. And then after that, we had LA Knight coming out. Um, to where I believe a little bit later in the match we get Logan Paul. I think he was trying to escape the group and got onto the top of the pod, but Javon and LA Knight followed him, and then I believe they tossed Logan off onto I believe it was Cody and Trick at the time, and then you see LA Knight deliver the BFT to Javon, which left him sidelined on top of the pod for a little bit. And by this point, Orton is the last man coming out, with no one having been eliminated at this point. I think that happened in both chambers. I think all participants were out before any elimination started, which I guess I like. I don't know if I actually don't know if I like that or not. But after a while, Javon recouped from being hit with a BFT, hit the frog splash from the top of the pod onto Trick Williams, which then turns into what is it called? Logan's move, the
Pulverizer.
pulverizer.
Yeah.
Which then Logan eliminated Trick, which was the first one of the night. And then we had LA Knight do a diving elbow, but he slipped off top of the rope. And then apparently this also happened that on that same turnbuckle that happened to Finn Balor when he was doing like a taunting or something like that. So I think something was wrong with the turnbuckle at that area. I saw that online, so I thought I should point it out. Uh, oh yes, and then where I forgot where I was off at. Oh yeah, BFT onto oh no, I think it was Javon who got eliminated first, and then Trick. Because I just remember they were both by Logan Paul. So I think um excuse me. No. I think it was Javon, and then I think Logan hit LA Knight with a low blow, and then he got eliminated, which left Cody, Trick, Logan,
No.
and Randy, right?
Yeah. Because like Logan pretty much eliminated everybody.
Yeah, because then after a little bit of standoff, Cody hit Trick with the crossroads, and then Logan threw Cody out the way, and then he got the pin on Trick. A lot happened in like 8 minutes, and it was like from like back to back to back, leaving Logan basically getting all the eliminations, which the crowd was not happy about, especially because all people really wanted Trick to be the one who win, based off his momentum with the last, I guess 2-3 months, or no, just like 2 months or a month or so that Trick has been onto the main roster. And then I believe at this point, there was a masked figure. I think he climbed up the chamber, but he was brought back down by security. And then Adam Pearce came out and removed the mask to unknown person, which had just happened on the previous night on SmackDown during the main event, in which Logan got the drop on the Masked Man. And I'm sorry to the person name, I forgot your name, but he was named, and I think people were saying that he went to Seth Roxon's school or something like that. This guy, possibly another student, I don't know. I didn't bother to look up because no one in the crowd knew who he was, so I was like, I don't know who he is either. Adam Pearce didn't know who he was because he kept asking, "Who are you?" And in all that kerfuffle, um, uh, it was another masked man, I think, came in and hit uh Logan with the stomp, leading Cody to get the pin. And then that masked man took his time getting, because I guess all the security had emptied out, getting one man off the ramp, so they weren't there to stop this next one. But lo and behold, it turns out to be Seth Rollins, former leader of the Vision, which Logan is a part of. He's back. He got that stem cell rehab going on. I don't know. I don't know what that man does, but he makes sure he be ready for me. Because weren't we in the same predicament last year or the year before where he was injured but came back in time for Mania? I don't know what super serum, super soldier serum that man is taking, but he's back and ready to wreak havoc on whatever members are left of the Vision, because half of them are injured. Um, but still, we still have a lot of this chaos coming in from the reveal of Seth, and lo and behold, Mr. Troll himself, Drew McIntyre, shows up and hits he hit Cody in the back of the head with the championship, but I guess not so hard that it knocked Cody out, because he came back and hit him with a crossroads, and then uh Cody no, and then Randy hit Drew with this RKO, and then also subsequently, because we were still reeling from that, hit Cody with the RKO, getting the pin, and now he is the Elimination Chamber winner of 2026 and will be facing Drew at Mania, who I'm pretty sure will have a lot to say. If he's not already been Twitter fingers today, he will have a lot to say about this on Friday. But overall, I thought the match was pretty fun with all participants involved. We set up some things where we now have presumably Seth and Logan at Mania for set up that match. And then, of course, we have Drew and Randy. There's been some rumors that it might not stay a one-on-one match, but we will have to just see how things unfold in the weeks to come, because there is still a lot going on with that championship, in particular on Friday nights, between a bunch of people. So we'll have to see how that pans out. But what did you think of the match itself? And are you excited for a um, sorry, are you excited for a Orton Drew if we do one-on-one at Mania?
Uh, all right. So you know how lately I've been saying like the women's matches have been better when it comes to like these like gimmick matches. Like the women's War Games been better. The women's Survivor Series has been better. Oh well, that's War Games anyway. But you know what I mean. Like the women's Money in the Bank ladder match has been better. I feel like this time around the women's match wasn't as good as the men's. I think. But actually no. Actually I don't know, because I'm confusing Becky Lynch and the AJ Lee thing. So maybe not. The women's match was actually very good. Never mind. Sorry. It's usually better anyway. I guess it was better because what I didn't like about the men's match is that the stupid interference. Like I feel like the last few PLEs and Raws and all those main events and all that kind of stuff has always been like some kind of interference finish, and I hate seeing that. It's like I don't mind seeing it, but it's been happening consistently week after week after week, so it's kind of getting annoying. Also,
Yeah.
I was really hoping with Javon Evans and Logan Paul in the match to see something really cool, like how Ricochet and Logan Paul did that spot in the Rumble like all those years ago. I felt like they would have something really cool for Javon Evans and Logan Paul, but they didn't. They dropped the ball with that as well. As for the way it ended, Will pretty much called it. Will texted me earlier that day, said, "What if this happens?" And like it's pretty much exactly what happened. Where like um, Drew would come in and screw Cody Rhodes over, and then have Randy Orton win the match. But then like somehow Jacob Fatu and Cody will get involved. Will get into the match at WrestleMania to make it a fatal four way, and then Randy and Cody will screw each other over and have them. Then they're gonna end up feuding, but Drew will walk out of WrestleMania as a champion. So Will pretty much called that and is calling it a shot for WrestleMania as well. So we'll see if that happens. So I want to make sure I give him credit for that. But yeah, the match was okay. I didn't think it was that great. Like I think I did enjoy the women's match better.
Yeah, I do agree. They are overplaying the person shows up in black hoodie interference trope.
Mhm.
I think they need to shelf that for a little bit. Because yeah, I think even in the women, well, I don't think the men's chamber last year had interference, but wasn't last year's chamber where Jade returned to attack Naomi, right? That happened last year, right?
Yeah, I can't believe that was that short ago. I felt like ages ago. Oh wow.
I know it feels like it was so long ago.
And also wasn't it also when like The Rock turned, right? I mean, Cena turned. So I mean, Cena turned with the help of The Rock thing. Remember?
Was that change? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I think at least with the chamber wise, stop with the interference for a little bit. I mean, in general, stop the interference. But yeah,
Yeah, and you would think the chamber would stop it, but obviously when someone's leaving the ring, that's when they come in.
where is J and J security?
Or APA protection.
Yeah, yeah. I guess they are. That's a bigger force. But then again, they're out older. Anyway, that makes.
All right, let's go to our finishers, which or not finishers. Sorry, I call it final thoughts now. Alicia, your low point, your high point, overall grade.
Yeah. Low point. I don't know exactly what to give it to. I'll guess. I'll give it a theme of predictability. At the low point, as we kind of could, we all. I mean, I guess we all are long-term established fans, so we kind of know how WWE thinks at this point. But just overall, just knowing how things were going, it does kind of take the excitement out of it a little bit. But it doesn't mean like the matches weren't good. High point, I'm giving it to my favorite moment of the Javon, Trick, and Cody ganging up on Logan Paul as soon as he got out the pod. That made me laugh, especially during the last day of Black History Month. I thought that was hilarious. And all the memes that followed just made it even better. Overall, I think I'm gonna give it just like a solid B minus. Like I was stating earlier, like the show itself wasn't like terrible, but I think it was more the predictability of everything that kind of like made it lose its luster a little bit. But doesn't mean like the matches in themselves were not great.
Yeah, for me, I would say the low point was probably the Becky AJ match because the sloppiness at the end is very kind of like that. The high point was probably the women's chamber match. I thought that was done very well and all that. Kiana James looked good. Raquel looked good. Made them shine. So I enjoyed seeing the people who don't normally shine because Alexa Bliss is gonna get hers. Asuka's gonna get hers. Rhea's gonna get hers, and then who's the other person? I forgot who it was.
Raquel?
I said Raquel.
Oh,
Asuka, Rhea, Alexa, Kiana, and Tiffany. And Tiffany's gonna get hers, right? So it was nice to see Kiana and Raquel shine a little bit. So that was pretty nice to see. Overall grade, I also agree with you. Probably like a B minus. It wasn't a bad PLE, but it also wasn't great because, like I said, the match men coming in, the AJ Lee Becky Lynch match kind of going blah. The men, and I don't think it was. I predicted that Cody would win, and I predicted that Tiffany would win. So like it didn't go get the way I went, or I thought I would go. But I wanted Alexa to win, and for the men, I didn't really care who won as long as it wasn't Max Dupree or Cody Rhodes. Didn't matter to me. So, but yeah, it was an overall decent show. So Felicia, where can we find you, or you have anything else to report?
you can find me crying in a corner. No. If you would like to follow me, you can follow me to Delisha Renee TV. Although I haven't posted on that channel of Instagram or YouTube in quite some time due to I told you life is just lifing where it does not leave or lend me the time to do content. Um, but if you would like to follow me, you can do so because you never know when it might pop up.
As always, her information is in the description below. And I forgot to say, welcome to Arrington. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for all that cool insight. I do like the fact that he said I was suggesting that R-Truth would join Danhausen, or Danhausen would join R-Truth. And it's funny that you said that R-Truth will start calling Danhausen Sting. I think that's hilarious. And I hope you enjoy your new games where wins meet, as well as WWE 2K26. After us, you'll see us here next time for WrestleMania Vegas. After a 2-night event, we'll probably have us earlier start show. Will probably be also joining us for that because there's gonna be a shit ton of matches and we all gotta cover it. And then shortly after that, we'll have the season 9 ending AfterMat awards because that's as you know, WrestleMania is our AfterMat season finale. And then we'll start season 10. Hopefully, God willing, we're all healthy and doing well by then. But until next time, guys, remember you guys are all idiots and Secret Boss is always right. See you later.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll turn